Hey everybody, I'm Stacy Lynn, and today I am making an eggplant dish that will rock your world. And it's super easy, and it's fresh, it's delicious, and it's only 120 calories for the whole meal. So you are gonna love it, love it, love it. So fantastic. So it's funny, my husband was getting an insurance policy. We had one term policy that ran out, and so he was trying to lose like about 10 pounds. You lose it pretty quickly. And so we were eating this every single day for like about 2 weeks, and he dropped the pounds. So here you go. And it's so meaty. You're just gonna love it. And if you want meat, go ahead and grind up some sausage and put on top of it. All right, so the first thing that I did when I made this is to cut up a tomato, and we're just gonna roast some tomatoes. So we can walk right out in our garden, and all of this is fresh right now. It is so awesome. So you just cut the tomato in half, put it down in a dish, and I've already put a little bit of olive oil on here and some salt and pepper. And so here's my olive oil. Sorry, y'all, I couldn't find it. All right, so the olive oil and then a little bit of salt and pepper. Just 1 second. All right, I moved sides a minute ago. Okay, and a little bit of pepper, and then you just put them right into really any degree oven. 350 and up is the best. You could do it in a 400-degree oven, depends on how fast you want your dish. So I'm gonna put it in the oven, and I'm gonna let it go. Now I will prepare the eggplant. So I'm gonna get my pan really, really hot, and it's super easy with this. Oh, by the way, I had garlic in my dish, so I just opened up a piece of garlic, got it out, peeled it, and put it in the dish. So you could, if you wanted to, wrap this in tinfoil and put it in the oven with your tomatoes, and when you get it out, you will have this great garlic puree that's perfect for just spreading on toast or putting on your eggplant. So it's fabulous. Okay, then with your eggplant, it's super easy to prepare. I know people make such a big deal of eggplant having to soak in salt or salt water or put salt on it to draw out the moisture, but it's really, to me, it's just fantastic the way that I'm gonna do it, and you don't really have to do that. So I've got it open like this, and you can skip this step if you want to, but it's much easier when you're eating to get to the pulp of this if you go ahead and go around it like that. Okay, so then I'm gonna score it really beautifully across here so that all of the flavors of what I put on this will get all down in those crevices. So it's really easy, plus it makes it really beautiful, makes it easy to get out when you're eating it, and it's kind of like a casserole in its own skin. So it's fantastic this way. Okay, so I did that. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of olive oil on the top, okay, and a little bit of pepper. I'm gonna put this skin side down right now on my grill pan, okay? And then I'm just gonna grill that for about 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna turn it over and grill the other side. So I'll go ahead and prepare this side, and you're talking about having an easy, healthy meal in just a matter of minutes. So it doesn't take long for all of this to cook, so at all. So you can do this also with squash and other vegetables, and just mix these vegetables together. We made some ratatouille today that was absolutely delicious, and the chickens love the scraps. So because they get everything, it's kind of like they get ratatouille at the same time. So this is really good too. You can, after you finish eating this and you don't eat the skin, you can give that to the chickens as well, and then you have your own little ecosystem. I just love that, because then the chickens will get a lot of really great nutrients as they eat it, and then they provide you with these great nutrient-rich eggs. So put a little bit of olive oil on the other side, okay, and a little bit of salt and pepper, the other side of the eggplant, and put it down here. Now I have one that's already done in the oven. So I'm just gonna flip this over real quick, and then I'm gonna get that out for you to show, and I'm gonna finish this dish. So you just flip this over, or you can use tongs or fork or whatever, but really you can, even when it's really hot, you can even just flip it over with your hands. I love using my hands as much as I can. Okay, so you're gonna get really nice marks on that. Once you do that, the next step is gonna be just to turn this back over again. And so you can just turn it right back over, and you'll get those really great, beautiful grill marks, which I don't have yet, but I'm gonna show you one that does. Put this right into the oven. I'm gonna get the one out that I have in here, which got overdone because I've taken too long, but it's still really beautiful. And I am going to put this, sorry y'all, put this to the side because I don't think I have enough room in my oven. And I'm gonna show you how to do the rest. I also did some tomatoes, okay? And so both of these would come out at the same time. Once you had prepared this, this would have gone for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and then you would put it in the oven for another 5 minutes or so, and this would be what you would get. So at this point, both the tomatoes, the roasted tomatoes, and the roasted eggplant would be finished. So then you just take the skins off of the tomatoes, and it's just that easy. It's super easy to get the skin off of the tomatoes, and I have plum tomatoes, but I've kind of mixed. I've got plum and I've got some of the heirloom tomatoes that we have in the garden. The plum tomatoes, to me, work better because they're not quite as juicy, but you do get some of the juices in there. So you just squish that up along with a little bit of garlic, put it on your eggplant along with a little bit of the juices. Take the tomato and just spread it out all over your eggplant, just like that. And then I'm gonna put one more. And you don't have to use this much tomato if you don't want to. And if you do, use more. Okay, and it'll be so delicious. Okay, then I'm gonna put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on the top of that. There we go. Look at how delicious, oh my gosh. Can you just imagine? Okay, so then I'm gonna put that in the oven and just really until the cheese is melted on top like you like it. And I have one that is done. Or almost done. And so I will put a little bit more. I like it to get a little bit more brown, but just for the sake of speeding this up, I'm gonna go ahead, put a little bit more Parmesan cheese on that, okay? And then I'm gonna get a little bit of basil, and you just roll it up like a cigar and cut the basil into little strips and sprinkle it on top. And there you have a wonderful, wonderful dish. And if you want to, you can eat it straight from the pan, or put it right on your plate, get a fork and dig in. And I love to put sour cream on top of that. Look at that. Is that the most delicious meal for 120 calories? And this one would probably be less because it's not quite as big as some of the other eggplant. Is that beautiful or what? I am loving, loving this dish. You have got to try it. It is super easy and super great. So anyway, I'll talk to you soon. And if you have any requests, let me know. And for the recipe, the full recipe, go to StacyLynnHarris.com. Thanks. Bye.